Welcome to Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine. I'm your host, Jill Jardine, Masters in Counseling Psychology, longtime astrologer, psychic healer, and yogi. In this episode, I'm going to share the astrology update for April 2021. Stay tuned to the end of the episode when I give my sun sign forecast for each sign. Welcome to the episode on the astrology of April 2021. Stay tuned to the end of the episode when I give my sun sign forecast for each sign. I will share the key dates and astrological activities during the month of April and then go back and give you more details. Wow, can you believe 2021 is already a quarter way through? April blows in with all planets transiting direct and a firestorm of planets in air and fire signs stoking up the creative potentials. Sun, Venus, and Chiron are in Aries at April's onset, with Mercury joining them on April 3rd. Mars in Gemini and Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius whip up the winds of change, swirling up the Aries fires for new possibilities. Here are the key dates for April 2021. On April 3rd, Mercury transits into Aries until April 19th. April 11th, we have a new moon in Aries. April 14th, Venus goes into Taurus, her home court. April 19th, Mercury and Sun join her in Taurus. April 23rd, Mars transits into Cancer. April 26th, we have the full moon with the sun in Taurus and moon in Scorpio, also known as the WESAK moon. And on April 27th, Pluto goes retrograde until October 6th. April will feel like 2 different months as things move fast and furiously in the beginning with all planets traveling direct. Then we thud down to Earth in mid-month as planets shift from impulsive and antsy Aries into the earthy sign of Taurus. And then Mars shifts into emotional Cancer, leading into the powerful Taurus Scorpio full moon on April 26th, and shifting drastically as Pluto begins its retrograde tour on April 27th for several months until October 6, 2021. Mercury merges into Aries on April 3rd, making for exciting Easter activities and stimulating conversations and insights in early April. Communications and imagination fire up. There is an inundation of information and release of new ideas and inspirations. Everything begins to move very fast. There may be anger flare-ups and hurtful words. Mercury stimulates speech and the desire to share information. But with Mars and Gemini, watch out for gossip and hasty speech. Also be careful of impulsivity with Sun, Venus, and Mercury now in Aries. Don't rush into anything. Be careful with making major decisions or making big purchases or any rash decisions that will have you indebted into the future. Consult your accountant, wealth coach, or psychotherapist first, whatever it takes to slow you down and really ponder and think it and feel it through before you buy in. Buyer's remorse and impulsive decisions run rampant in early April. Aries new moon arrives on April 11th, firing full speed ahead with a big stellium, that's a clustering of planets, in the sign of the Ram, including Chiron, the wounded healer, Mercury, Moon, Sun, and Venus, all in the fiery sign. At this new moon in Aries, get ready for blast off. It's time to launch. It's a great time for new beginnings in any area of your life, whether it be professionally or personally. Also especially good for implementing new health regimes or diets, as the Aries energy will give you a boost and a pep to your step. fire and air everywhere. Saturn in Aquarius trines Mercury in Aries, and Jupiter in Aquarius trines the Sun, Moon, and Venus in Aries. Air feeds fire. Mars in Gemini trines Jupiter in Aquarius, providing big opportunities and openings. It's go time. Field your offers, but don't buy in on the first one or you will have buyer's remorse. This new moon occurs at 22 degrees of Aries. According to the Sabian symbol system of archetypal descriptions of the 360 degrees of the zodiac, Aries at 22 degrees, the metaphorical symbolic explanation of that is, quote, the gate to the garden of all fulfilled desires. The keynote meaning abundance is made possible by human togetherness and cooperation. So this Sabian symbol, Aries 22 degrees, suggests that anything is possible now. Align with your heart's desires and get ready to have them fulfilled. There is a garden, a symbol of lush bounty available to enter, if you so desire. However, the gate is the key to accessing this bounty, and you must pass through the gate of transformation and have the proper key to enter. Interestingly enough, in astrology, the asteroid Chiron has the glyph or symbol of the key. It looks like a key when you see it in an astrological chart with all the other symbols. Chiron is the wounded healer teacher in astrology. Chiron in our chart shows us where we were wounded earlier in life, but also holds the key to our healing and transformation so we can grow beyond our wounds and become whole, evolve, and perhaps even become a teacher to others who carry a similar wound. At this new moon, Chiron leads the stellium of planets in Aries and is close to Mercury. So, this suggests we must focus on healing deep wounds, whether it's through analysis, Mercury, the moon, emotional process, Sun, accessing our light or our soul, or Venus through right relationships. Pretty loaded, huh? I saw a nice little meme recently that is appropriate for this Aries new moon. Here it is. 1, a dream written down with a date becomes a goal. 2, a goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. And 3, a plan backed by action becomes a reality. This is a good time to implement all of this and bring your dreams into reality. Venus transits into Taurus on April 14th, where she will luxuriate until May 9th. The goddess is back home in her palatial abode, and it's time for the Bacchanalian love fest. All things sensuous and sexual can be indulged when Venus holds court in Taurus. All the relationship blocks that have occurred for the past month or so when Venus was combusted by the sun can be cleared. Delayed new beginnings in relationships and missed love connections can be restored. It's a good time to resolve relationship issues. Get on those dating apps now. Listen to Carrie Bratt's Shot at Love podcast and get your groove back. No excuses to throw your hat into that dating rink. Mercury moves into Taurus with the sun on April 19th, which will slow down the fast, frenetic pace of planets in Aries, activated by planets in Aquarius and Mars in Gemini. Take a deep breath and connect to the earth and ground yourself. Start picking up the pieces of any rash or hasty decisions made in the past month and get back to work. Ground that whirlwind and make some practical progress. There's still plenty of illumination and awakening as Uranus conjuncts Mercury on April 24th, and Uranus conjuncts the Sun at month's end. Breakthroughs or breakdowns, revelations and rebirthing into higher frequencies. Then the waterworks begin as Mars transits into Cancer on April 24th, and no more disconnect because of air and fire planets. Out of the head and into the heart and gut. Deep feelings emerge as Mars aligns with Venus, Mercury, and the Sun in Taurus. Remember, you have to feel it to heal it. Sorry, no more spiritual bypass, Jupiter in Aquarius. Mars shifting into Cancer kicks off an intensity that builds up to the powerful Scorpio Taurus full moon of April 26th and the Pluto retrograde of April 27th. Mind your pocketbooks and money expenditures. Watch your money, honey. The combo of full moon and Pluto retrograde releases hidden information, exposes secrets, and forces accountability. Karma comes home to roost. Drama trauma unfolds. Pluto retrograding breaks the peaceful progress of planets parading in forward motion until February 2022, when we'll see them going direct again. Traditionally, the full moon, when the sun is in Taurus and the moon is in Scorpio, is considered the most powerful full moon of the year. It is the second full moon in the trinity of spiritual lunar festivals, which begins with the full moon in Libra when the sun is in Aries, which occurs annually in late March or early April, and kicks off the Easter festival aligning with the Christ consciousness. Then comes the full moon when the sun is in Taurus and moon in Scorpio, which is the Buddha full moon known as the WESAK festival. And then the third luminary lunar festival occurs when the sun is in Gemini and the moon is full in Sagittarius, known as the Festival of Goodwill. These lunar events light up the consciousness of Earth's inhabitants to help with evolution of the species and all of the planetary beings, according to the Theosophical Society. Get ready, WESAK moon shines in this year on April 26th. It's a beautiful Taurus Scorpio full moon. WESAK festival, also known as the Buddha moon, is celebrated annually when the sun transits Taurus and the moon is in Scorpio. This year it occurs on April 25th at 11:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. WESAK is an esoteric full moon festival when the outpouring of love and spiritual enlightenment from the cosmic Christ and Buddha showers down to the earth. In Buddhism, this festival honors the birth, death, and enlightenment of the Buddha. The 3 days leading up to the moon will stir things up. Then the full moon occurs, and then the 3 days following the moon are the days of dispensation. The WESAK moon is celebrated by Buddhists and Hindus alike and was brought to the West by the Theosophists. The WESAK festival is a time when the spiritual hierarchy, also known as the Ascended Masters, such as the Buddha, the Christ, Divine Mother Mary, Krishna, Radha, Lakshmi, and others, are very close for meditative connection. They gather on the etheric realms and physical planes of the Himalayan mountains on the border of India and Tibet to shower blessings upon humanity. The May full moon activates the Scorpio-Taurus polarity, which is considered the financial axis in astrology. This may bring up issues regarding money, finances, values, and physical resources, including our bodies. It's a good time to reassess your financial and physical health. Solutions and interventions can be applied to deal with the leaky boat syndrome in finances. This Scorpio full moon occurs at 7 degrees Scorpio, According to the Sabian symbol interpretation, Scorpio 7 is symbolically deep sea divers. And the keynote is the will to explore the hidden depths of all experiences and search for primal causes. This symbol essentially refers to depth psychology, coming to terms with the collective unconscious and its content. This refers to a quest for understanding what lies beneath the surface of daily living. It demands strong will, good breathing, and spiritual strength. It usually challenges powers hidden in the depths of the unconscious. Wow, we're in for something at that WESAK moon. People's subconscious fears may get triggered. And because these full moons affect the collective, this can happen to people in their personal lives or us in a societal situation. So something will come up from beneath the hidden layers. There will be revelations and information and deep hidden secrets coming to the surface. And guess what? The next day, the ruler of Scorpio, Pluto, retrogrades on April 27th until October 6, 2021. Well, this will give us a chance to go back and pick up the pieces of the tornado whirlwinds of the past few months and retrace our steps to make sure we didn't miss anything. Collectively, there may be some analysis and reassessments with our progress so far in 2021. My prediction is that the hasty vaccine rollout and agenda that got initiated in the U.S. on an eclipse, a solar eclipse of December 14th, will be looked at to see what is necessary to improve situations. Also, economically, there will be a lot of reevaluation and considerations. Things may need to be adjusted. And we will probably see some big financial fallout from this full moon and Pluto retrograde cycle that continues in the coming months.
Now that the days are getting longer here in the Northern Hemisphere, and the sun is still up into the evening hours, it's a great time to relax at the end of a long day with a nice glass of rosé. But you can't stand the yucky pesticides, chemicals, and fillers in most wines. Well, let me tell you about Scout and Cellar Clean Crafted Wines. Scout and Cellar comes in varietals of rosé, whites, reds, and sparkling wines. Scout and Cellar is organic, clean crafted wine free of synthetic pesticides, chemical additives, and low in sulfites. Order yours now at www.scoutandcellar.com/Jill Jardine and begin enjoying clean crafted wine straight from the grape to your glass.
Welcome to the part of the episode when I share my sun sign forecast for each sign. We'll start with the birthday kids. Happy birthday, Aries. Born March 21st through April 21st, approximately. It's go, go, go time for Aries in early March with the Sun and Venus transiting your sign at month start, joined by Mercury on the 3rd. All circuits are connected and rewiring and firing up. You have a bee in your bonnet and you need to make vital contacts and outreaches to further your causes. The Aries new moon on April 11th gives you the impotence and push you need to get things moving. Saturn trining your sun keeps you focused to plant the seeds of intention in your life to cultivate in the coming months. Jupiter wants you to expand fast, but watch for impulsivity and rash decisions. Your lucky days, Aries, are April 10th, 11th, and 12th. Taurus, born approximately April 21st to May 21st. Taurus is brewing and stewing as April storms in, waiting for your time to take action. Things shift in your favor mid-month as Venus comes back to her Earth goddess home on April 14th, bringing to fruition your past labors and helping you plant seeds for your future. Watch out for instant gratification tendencies with Venus in her sign of earthly pleasures conjuncting Uranus and Taurus, throwing caution to the Uranian winds. It becomes a love fest of luxury when Sun and Mercury join Venus and Uranus on April 19th. Overindulgence runs rampant until the full moon in Scorpio on April 26th reins you in and says, hey, save for a rainy day, and maybe you need to pace yourself for the big picture. Uranus keeps switching the dials and bringing in changes, which ultimately will bring you closer to your goals. Your lucky days, Taurus, are April 13th and 14th. Gemini, born approximately May 21st to June 21st. Gemini is a buzz in early April when Aries and Aquarius planets swirl around you, revealing glimpses of possible futures for you. Gemini is inspired and creative like never before, and you feel like you won the lottery, even if finances haven't caught up to the exciting new energetics in your life. You may even feel dizzy with the influx of energy, so it is essential to ground, especially in mid-April when planets shift into Taurus, forcing a reality check. If you overextended in the past month, you will come down to earth with a thud and reassess your progress. After May 19th, it's time to methodically evaluate which changes you want to integrate into your life for the next birth year and what needs to be eliminated. You enter the karmic return of the past birth year, and it's out with the old and in with the new in preparation for your solar return at your impending birthday. Your lucky days, Gemini, are April 15th, 16th, and 17th. Cancer, born approximately June 21st through July 21st. Cancer was feeling safe and cozy during the Pisces equinox last month. But all this Aries energy is challenging and even a bit threatening. You don't want to be forced to come out of your shell prematurely, but in due time. When Venus shifts into Taurus on April 14th, it feels safe to go back in the water. You feel nurtured again. The sense of security is amplified as the Sun and Mercury enter into the earthy sign and give you more comfort. You feel like you can unwind and let those creative juices flow. When Mars transits into Cancer on March 24th, all systems align and you feel fine. It's go time. You're actually excited about the full moon in Scorpio on April 26th, and you will benefit financially from its fallout. Your lucky days, Cancer, are April 18th and 19th. Leo, born approximately July 21st to August 21st. Leo is revved up and ready to go in early April, thanks to Aries' friendly fire giving you some big oomph. Your world expands with potential realities flashing before you. Be careful not to light too many fires, which you won't be able to tend to in the future. You are bursting wide open with inspiration and ingenuity and looking for outlets to express yourself. Leo is on the verge of playing hooky from work as the desire for fun and frolic, play and passion run high. Surprises with love and money may pop up. You may feel antsy and edgy, so plan on taking a getaway or trip in order to quench this restlessness and wanderlust. When planets shift into Taurus at mid-month, you come back down to earth and slow down and sober up. Your lucky days, Leo, are April 20th and 4/21. Virgo, born August 21st to September 21st approximately. Virgo is reeling from the changes triggered in March by Gemini squaring your sun, Mars transiting Gemini. Squaring your sun, which also continues through early April. Watch out for making rash decisions or taking impulsive actions. Pace yourself in early April and refrain from big changes or changing course. When planets shift into Taurus in mid-April, You can plant healthy seeds and launch new beginnings. Venus, the Sun, and your chart ruler Mercury throw nice aspects to Virgo, opening doors to more money and love in your life. Venus wants to grant your wishes, so get clear on what will enhance your life, not complicate it. Simplify and success follows. Your lucky days, Virgos, are April 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Libra, born approximately September 21st to October 21st. Sun, Venus, and Mercury in Aries oppose your composed Libra Sun, tilting the precarious pendulum back and forth. It takes all your wherewithal to stay in balance. Don't buy into others' impulsive agendas without checking out the details. The other, or other people, may be reflecting back your repressed anger or emotions. So don't be so quick to lash out. See what they might be showing you that you have kept suppressed. Your desire for beauty and calmness is assuaged when your ruling planet Venus goes into Taurus on April 14th, bringing you peace and pleasure and prosperity. You can breathe easy during the second part of April, Libra. Your lucky days are April 25th and 26th. Scorpio, born approximately October 21st to November 21st. Oh boy, here we go, Scorpio. Taurus planets are out to make you jump through some hoops this month. Don't let stress interfere with your success. Seed your intentions at the Aries new moon on April 11th and watch them bloom in June. Be flexible during April and don't take things personally. Keep on keeping on. There is light at the end of the tunnel, even if you can't see it yet. Your hard work will be rewarded, so don't give up hope. Taurian planets force changes, but embrace the new. Keep releasing the emotional baggage and psychological blockages so you can rise like the lotus coming up from the muck. At the Scorpio new moon on April 26th and Pluto retrograde on April 27th, you will feel reborn while everyone else is wondering what the heck was that energetic tidal wave that just hit them was, and how can they pick up the pieces. You'll be laughing all the way to the bank, Scorpio. Your lucky days are April 26th and 27th. Sagittarius, born approximately November 21st to December 27th. Sagittarius is turning the tables on Mars in Gemini and choosing all play and no work after months of all work and no play. Aries new moon on April 11th kicks you into high gear and it's all systems go. Aries planets feed Sagittarius frisky fires, and no one can tell you no to what you set your mind to do. Be careful of impulsivity and quick decisions. You want to live big, but be careful not to expand too fast or your balloon will pop, especially when Jupiter leaves friendly Aquarius and goes into Pisces in May. You don't want to have buyer's remorse over that new sports car you bought to reclaim your lost youth and then realize there's no room to transport the kids to soccer. Plan your trips after August 20th, 2021, when Jupiter returns to active Aquarius. You get many lucky days in April, Sagittarius. April 1st, 2nd, the 28th, 29th, and 30th. Capricorn, born approximately December 21st to January 21st. No one understands karma better than a Capricorn, especially since they are ruled by the karmic lord Saturn. You have spent the past years paying off karmic debts and dealing with other big issues, and now you get to relax and smell the roses. Aries planets challenge you to pivot and pivot again regarding your career and dharmic path, your life purpose. You may have hit some false starts in early 2021, and you are waiting for more to be revealed on your upcoming life trajectory. Planets transiting Taurus improve your finances. Be inspired to find new ways to make money. Full moon on April 26 and Pluto retrograde reveals subconscious blocks to achieving your highest potentials. Pay attention. Your lucky days, Capricorn, are April 3rd and 4th. Aquarius, born approximately January 21st to February 19th. Aquarius, it's an energetic free-for-all for you. Your intuition and perceptions run sky high. Don't be impulsive and go all in on any one thing. Keep your options open and keep vetting offers. Your creativity is through the roof, and you don't want to put a lid on it. Even though you can see the future, not everyone is ready for it, and they may not want to hear it. Keep your visions to yourself and act on those that will reap positive fruit for you personally. You can tell everybody later, I told you so, but keep your speech positive and profound. Your lucky days, Aquarius, are April 5th, April 6th, and 7th. Pisces, born approximately February 19th through March 20th. Aries planets give you a boon and boost to your finances in early April, but you may feel frenetic and frantic in your day-to-day life. You'll be relieved when grounding Taurus planets drop in to anchor your creativity. You'll be swimming in the emotional seas of positive and negative emotions all at once. Don't get caught up in that cycle. Just keep swimming forward to that happy, bright future. When the planets come into Taurus at the end of April, you will be anchoring your dreams. Stay aligned with your bigger vision. Keep the eyes on the prize, Pisces. Your lucky days are April 8th and 9th. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine and your sun sign forecast. Remember to subscribe, download, and share all episodes. This is Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine, signing out, sending you healing cosmic vibrations through the quantum field.